Hello, my name is Mathias Kirchmer. More and more organizations have launched process standardization initiatives over the last years. Standardizing across regions, across product units to create a foundation for an effective digital transformation and deliver efficiency, quality, for example, in form of a consistent customer experience, agility, and of course, compliance across the different business units. However, it is in most of the cases not possible to standardize everything across all those units. There are requirements, for example, legal requirements in different country units or product specifics in product units, specific channels that need to be served that require a certain amount of process variance. So this standardization, or I even prefer to talk about harmonization of processes, is not as straightforward as it sounds. It's about finding the right degree of standardization. And if we take a step back and look at the body of knowledge in process management, there's a lot written about process optimization, but very little about the harmonization of processes. In many projects, we made the experience that three key steps can really help to address that topic. First, it's important to understand the as-is processes, at least in representative business units. And I know there's often the discussion, do you really need to do this as-is work? Why not just jump right away to the standard? We made the experience that it's important to know how we work today so that we can identify good practices that are already in place and that we may want to include in our standard, but also that we have enough information to launch an effective change management effort, that we understand how much people have to adjust in order to realize a new standard. So once we understand our existing processes and their variance, then comes the second step, the definition of the standard, and that can also be done in two sub-steps. First, it's good to take a step back and really come up with a general, good, or hopefully best practice for that business process. That can come in form of a reference model from a software vendor or from an industry organization, or it can be created based on existing good practices in the organization, but it's then one version of that process, very general, just what ideally a specific process would look like. And then you adjust that ideal process to your company specific, creating what I like to refer to as a company specific reference model. You add process components that you need that may not be in the standard model that you acquired before. You cut out areas that are not necessary. And then, very importantly, you mark in that company-specific reference models where are the process components that are okay to adjust and to create location or product unit specific variants, and where are the parts of the process that we really wanna have in one way done across all the business units. Once we have that company-specific process reference model with that information about the degree of standardization, we move to step 3 and go from business unit to business unit and define how the specific to-be process for that business unit looks like, using the company-specific reference model as a starting point and adjusting it in the areas where variants are allowed. And then we can implement our standard processes or our harmonized processes based on that to-be design that we have created. It is important that during that time we also think about the time after the implementation, think about how to keep that standards in place and how to keep on developing it, moving it forward as required. And that leads to the whole topic about process governance. Very key for a successful standardization effort to come up with a pragmatic but effective process governance approach to keep the standards in place. Thank you very much for listening, and please let us know if you would like to continue the discussion. Thank you very much.